What's up, guys? The NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL drafts, simply put, work like this. The more talented and skilled you are, the earlier you get drafted. The later you're drafted, the lower the expectations. It's that simple. Good luck trying to turn professional. Actually, many of the greatest rookie seasons in North American sports have come from players who were drafted very late. Many of those Rookie of the Year winners became superstars and Hall of Famers. Others only had 1 or 2 productive years, but at the end of the day, you're still in the history books if you win a Rookie of the Year award. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we present 10 players that were drafted late but won Rookie of the Year. And don't forget to leave your video ideas down below. We'll be looking, and if we choose your idea, we'll give you a shout out in the video. Make sure to subscribe to TPS and put on your notifications, because we post videos every single day. Every day's new video, so subscribe. And a big shout out to Mike Plays for suggesting this video. Mike Anderson. Terrell Davis was nearing the end of his Hall of Fame career, and the Denver Broncos needed to find his successor. They took a chance on Utah running back Mike Anderson, taking him in the 6th round, 189th overall in the 2000 draft. Davis was limited to 5 games in 2000 due to injury, which opened the door for Anderson to take over as the lead back. The 6th round product wasted no time making an impact. Anderson had one of the most dominant running back seasons in Broncos history, finishing with 1,487 yards and a whopping 15 touchdowns. He averaged an incredible 5 yards per carry and was 4th in league rushing for the season. Only Marshall Faulk's 18 rushing touchdowns topped Anderson's 15. Anderson had one more 1,000-yard season for the Broncos in 2015, but other than that, he never came close to being that productive again. Still, it was incredible to see this unknown rookie come in out of nowhere and steal the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. Mike Piazza. Shout out to behind me. Vince Piazza owned an empire worth around $100 million and was good friends with Los Angeles Dodgers manager Tommy Lasorda, who was the godfather of Tommy, Mike Piazza's brother. This sounds like a mob movie. And the Piazzas, eh? Mike was a star baseball player, and Vince actually asked Lasorda ever so kindly if the Dodgers would draft him. Los Angeles did just that, taking Piazza in the 62nd round. Get this, Piazza was the 1,390th pick in the draft. That's a long time to wait for your name to be called. Well, the favor done by Lasorda and the Dodgers turned out to be a game changer. Piazza was named 1993 NL Rookie of the Year after clubbing 35 homers with 112 RBIs, a .318 batting average, and an OPS of 932. Oh, and his wins above replacement was a ridiculous 7.0. Piazza became perhaps the greatest catcher in the history of baseball, hence why his jersey is behind me. He earned 12 All-Star selections and finished 427 home runs and a career batting average of .308. He is now enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame, as he should be. Shout out to Mike, what up? Pavel Bure. The Russian Rocket was taken in the 6th round, 113th overall by the Vancouver Canucks in the 1989 draft. Even though Bure was one of the most highly touted Russian prospects at the time, teams were worried that he would end up staying in his home country and not leave for North America. Well, the Canucks took the chance anyway, and they were rewarded for it. Bure turned pro in the 1991-92 season, recording 34 goals and 60 points in 65 games. That's nuts. That was enough to earn him the Calder Trophy, handed out annually to the NHL's top rookie. Not only that, but Bure added 10 points in 13 postseason games and helped the Canucks reach the division finals, where they fell to the Edmonton Oilers in 6 games. Bure would help the Canucks reach the Stanley Cup final in 1994, where they fell just 1 game short of winning it all. Bure was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2012. Not half bad for a guy who saw 112 guys get taken before him. It's pretty crazy. Malcolm Brogdon. Quick! There's only one 2nd round pick in the common draft era to win the NBA's Rookie of the Year award. Who is it? Oh yeah, I guess we just gave it away. You're looking at Milwaukee Bucks guard Malcolm Brogdon, who was taken with the 36th overall selection in 2016. Despite being a consensus first-team All-American selection in 2016, the scouts just weren't that high on Brogdon entering his draft year. Well, Brogdon and the Bucks got the last laugh. Brogdon averaged 10.2 points and 2.8 rebounds and 4.2 assists per game in his first year, taking home NBA Rookie of the Year honors. He also shot 45.7% from the field and made 40.4% of his shots from downtown. Brogdon has guided the Bucks to the postseason every year. Together, he and Giannis Antetokounmpo have turned the Bucks into one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. Some big-time talents like Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, and Chris Dunn have come out of that 2016 class. Simmons missed his rookie year due to injury, and it was Brogdon who outshined the other stud rookies in 2016-17 to win the award. Daniel Alfredsson. The Ottawa Senators became an NHL expansion franchise in the 92-93 season, but it was a disaster for the first 4 years. They won just 10 games and only recorded 24 points in their inaugural season. They won no more than 18 games in a season over their first 4 years of existence. But the Sens changed the history of their franchise when they took Swedish forward Daniel Alfredsson in the 6th round, 133rd overall in 1994. He would turn professional in the 95-96 season, and he was a superstar from the beginning. Alfie scored 26 goals and 61 points in his rookie year to win the Calder Trophy. That was only the beginning of a Hall of Fame career. He would run away with most of the franchise's scoring records when he retired in 2014, finishing with 426 goals and 1,108 points in his 17 years with the Sens. He took Ottawa to the playoffs in 14 of his 17 seasons there. That included a trip to the 2007 Stanley Cup Final, the first in franchise history. Yeah, we'd say that's pretty good. Al Richardson. The Atlanta Falcons selected Georgia Tech linebacker Al Richardson in the 8th round of the 1980 draft, with the 201st selection. Richardson would only last 6 seasons in the NFL, but his name is enshrined in the history books forever. And on our list here, he registered an impressive 7 interceptions in his first NFL season. But what's really interesting here is that Richardson was named co-defensive rookie of the year along with teammate Buddy Curry, who was also a linebacker. The latter was taken in the 2nd round at 36th overall. So that's why we put Richardson on here instead. Jacob deGrom, another Met, let's go. The 2018 NL Cy Young winner has always been all about overcoming the odds and proving the doubters wrong. deGrom hoped he would hear his name called in the MLB draft once he finished high school, but it didn't happen. Finally, deGrom was taken by the New York Mets in the 2010 draft. It was in the 9th round, 272nd overall. deGrom then spent the next half-decade working in the minors, trying to find his stuff before a call-up. Finally, the Mets brought him on board during the 2014 season, and deGrom did not disappoint. deGrom went 9-6 as a starter and finished with a superb ERA of 2.69. Giggity. He recorded 144 strikeouts in 140.1 innings pitched and was named National League Rookie of the Year for his efforts. deGrom only got better from there, helping the Mets reach the World Series in 2015. He also won the 2018 NL Cy Young after posting a ridiculous 1.70 ERA along with 269 giggity strikeouts in 217 innings. Luc Robitaille. Despite dominating at the junior level, this guy's lackluster skating hurt his draft stock heading into 1984. The Los Angeles Kings took a low-risk move and drafted him in the 9th round, 171st overall. Lucky Luke, as they called him, wouldn't make it to the NHL until the 1986-87 season, but the wait was totally worth it. He had one of the greatest rookie seasons ever, tallying 45 goals and 84 points to win the Calder Trophy. He and the Kings made a surprise return to the postseason, though they were ousted by the Edmonton Oilers in 5 games. A year later, LA traded for the great Wayne Gretzky and helped Robitaille take his game to another level. Robitaille registered 4 100-point seasons, 3 of them with Gretzky as his teammate. He scored a career-high 63 goals and 125 points in 1992 to 1993, leading the Kings to a Stanley Cup final, where they fell to the Montreal Canadiens. He would win the Stanley Cup with the Detroit Red Wings in 2002, and he retired as the all-time scoring leader among left wingers. Lucky Luke indeed. Dak Prescott. The Dallas Cowboys knew Tony Romo entering his age 36 season only had so much football left. Question Jerry Jones all you want, but the man was a genius for taking Dak Prescott in the 4th round, 135th overall in the 2016 draft. Romo suffered an injury during preseason play against the Seattle Seahawks, which forced the rookie Prescott to take over as the starter. All he did was have arguably the greatest rookie QB season in history. Prescott completed 67.8% of his passes for 3,667 yards, and he had 23 touchdowns against just 4 interceptions. He added 282 rushing yards and 6 rushing touchdowns as well. Prescott led the Cowboys to 13 wins, and they earned the top record in the NFC. Unsurprisingly, he was named Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Prescott also earned a Pro Bowl selection. The Cowboys knew they had their next franchise quarterback in place, so Romo was released and would ultimately retire. Prescott led the Cowboys to winning seasons in each of his first 3 years, including 2 NFC East Division titles. Albert Pujols. Like how? Pujols may go down as the best player of his era. Well, at least he was the best player in baseball during his tenure with the St. Louis Cardinals, before he joined forces with Mike Trout and the Los Angeles Angels in 2012. The St. Louis Cardinals took a chance on Pujols and selected him in the 13th round with the 402nd overall pick. That was in the 1999 MLB draft. He's still playing. That's crazy. He didn't only win the 2001 NL Rookie of the Year award. He flat out dominated the competition and performed like a seasoned veteran. He finished with 37 home runs, 100 230 RBIs, an insane 329 batting average, and a disgusting OPS of 1,013. His wins above replacement came in at 6.6. His historic rookie year was enough to get St. Louis into the playoffs, where they fell to the eventual World Series champions Arizona Diamondbacks in 5 games. Pujols entered 9 All-Star selections during his time in St. Louis. He won 3 NL MVP awards and led the team to World Series championships in 2006 and 2011. And he's part of the 3,000 hit and 600 home run clubs. That's kind of good for a guy taken 402nd overall, by the way. Which other players were drafted late and still won Rookie of the Year? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every single week, and if you want more of me, you should go there, because they're really good videos. And why would you not? If this is your first time coming around TPS, make sure to subscribe, because we post videos every single day. Every day is a new video. Every day is a video. Why would you not want to subscribe? If you like this video, give it a like. It takes 1 click. Just tap the like button. Come on, I know you want to. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo, and I'll see you next time.
My knee.